the most common questions I get asked, and one of the hardest to answer, is how do I teach people to relax their pelvic floor? Because I get a lot of patients who have issues with hypertonic or tense pelvic floors that are potentially contributing to some of their symptoms. So how do we teach people to relax it? The reason it's tricky is because I would love to be able to just explain how to do it to people on the internet and have people to be able to do it themselves, and that would be great. But the tricky part is, and the reason that people have to go to pelvic PT for it, is because people don't know how to do it naturally. And a lot of people, when they think that they're bearing down or descending or lengthening their pelvic floor, they're actually doing a contraction instead. So in the beginning, a lot of teaching people how to relax it involves me literally having my finger up there with my finger holding and pressing on these muscles and telling them, nope, that's not it. Nope, okay, I'm gonna have you breathe this way. I'm gonna have you try to really expand through your abdomen, try to visualize certain things. Sometimes it's a flower, sometimes it's a sit bone spreading apart. There are various visualizations, and then telling them, yes, that's it, when I feel the right thing happening. And then we do that over and over and over until they connect with their brain and they can say, oh, I now understand the feeling of what it feels like to let my pelvic floor lengthen and relax and let go. But motor learning, which is what that is, takes time and it takes repetition, and it takes just doing something over and over and over with the feedback of being like, oh yes, that's the right thing to do. And because we can't see our pelvic floor moving like we can see our bicep going back and forth, right? A lot of people require that external feedback, like me telling them with my finger or them feeling it themselves sometimes is helpful, or having something like a biofeedback machine where we put electrodes on here and they can see the numbers go up and down based on what their electrical activity in their pelvic floor is doing. But if I had to give one piece of advice for how to learn how to relax or descend your pelvic floor, it would be learn how to do some diaphragmatic breathing. Learn how to expand through the abdomen without forcing it. Try to really breathe down into the pelvis, and even just starting there can help people learn how to relax their pelvic floor better.